So I was in the courtroom. And fortunately, I'm not one of the litigants. I'm sitting behind just watching the action. And so the judge calls up the litigants. And they have little podiums. And the one on the left is the plaintiff. And it's a lady, she's about 45 years old. And she has a folder, and it's full of photographs and whatever. And the guy on the right is a young man, like 22, 23. And he is clutching a fistful of Home Depot receipts. So they get situated at their podiums, and the judge says to the plaintiff, basically, what happened? And so the plaintiff, the lady, who looks pretty upset, says, well, I hired the defendant, such and such name, to do tile work in my bathroom. And I didn't like the work, and I want my money back. And the judge says, how much? She says, $850. At which point, the defendant chimes up, uncalled on, and says, but I have never got the words receipt out. The judge cut him off. She said, you're not called on yet. And now, the next thing the judge does is he says, may I see your contractor's license? The defendant, who has been looking like a deer caught in the headlights, now looks like a deer who's just about to be run over by a big truck, because he does not have a license. As soon as the judge hears this, he says, I have found for the plaintiff in the form of $850. Defendant must pay the plaintiff. Boom! Hits that gavel, and that's it. You know, the guy lost. He did all that work, and maybe he did do a bad job. I don't really know, but he has to pay her back, and he has to pay Home Depot, which he probably bought on a credit card. You know, all this stuff. So that's the moral of the story is, if you're going to do contracting work, get your contracting license. It's not that hard. You need experience. That's probably the hardest part, provable experience. And then you need to study a lot. It's not just studying about your trade, which is probably the easier part for you. You also have to study the law and how it pertains to you as a contractor. So that's the moral of the story. If you're going to do contracting work, get a license. Thanks for watching Sparky Channel, and keep on hustling.